more money, but he probably appreciated that. What's the point? What am I telling you this story? We deal with price, tax, tips. We deal with that on a regular basis. And so it's something we want everyone to show that they're comfortable with. Amazingly, last time I taught this class, this was one of the most missed questions on the entire test. And it's one of the most practical ones. So make sure you understand it. Ask questions if you don't. All right, the big thing that we have here is that there are two equations, all right, that we're going to be using here. If you go out and buy something, the total price is equal to the price, first of all, P, the price, I'm going to call it P, plus the price times the tax rate. And that tax must be written as a decimal in order to use this formula. So you take the amount that the purchase price, multiply times the tax rate, add that to the price, and that's how much you're going to pay. Now another way you can write this formula, you notice these both have the same letter in them? So I could, if I want, factor a P out, like a GCF. If I factor a P out, what would be left here? I'd have to first multiply by something to create P. 1 plus, and then what would be the only thing left here? The tax rate. That's an alternate formula. This is not listed in here. I like to work with this one though. This one, you should know them both, but this is an easier one to do. All right, that's the first formula, and then a separate formula which is totally separate from this has to do with percent increases and decreases. So if you want to find the percent increase or percent decrease on the price of something, what you're going to do is take the new, subtract the old, divide it by the old. And we'll do an example and you'll see that in action. So let's do number 1. Amy bought a pool hall. Some of these word problems I just don't get. You know how often you go out and buy pool hall, right? For $219,000. So Amy goes out and buys this pool hall for $219,765. The price includes a 5% sales tax. What was the price of the pool hall before tax? So this is what's given here is actually the what? The total. This is the total. So that's kind of like that number that's at the bottom of the receipt, right? It's your grand total after tax. What we're trying to do is go backwards and try and figure out how much the pool hall was being sold for. So we know that the total must equal P plus P times tax rate, or I could write P times 1 plus tax rate, right? 1 plus tax rate. And what was the tax rate here? 5%. Converted to a decimal? 0.05. Does everyone understand that? This right here was the 5%. There's your decimal point. 2 places to the left, 0.05. And I'm trying to solve for what? P, right? P is the original purchase price. So I'm going to actually do order of operations. I'm going to put these two together first. 219,765 equals P times 1.05. And can anyone tell me how to get P by itself now? Divide by 1.05. And we're done. So 219,765 divided by 1.05. 209,300. equals P. Does anyone have any questions over that? Okay. All right, let's see how you do in number 2. If you have an answer, let me know. Okay. Okay. What is that? No. Anyone else have it? Who said I think I have? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't. I heard it, didn't. That looks good. Yes. I will tell you, this formula is not used at all, okay? This is not used at all. We haven't done any of these yet, okay? It's just using that other formula. What did you get on your calculator? Oh, no, right here. What did you do here?
I multiplied by the tax.
By 0.0825. Oh, you must have rounded a little bit. Okay, yeah, you're good. Who else has it? Or thinks they have it? Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. From all appearances, it looks like quite a few of you might be hung up on this one. All right. The shirt is $24.50, right? But it's on sale, 20% off. So that's the first thing you have to figure out is how much is this shirt selling for? It's not $24.50. It's actually $24.50, but you reduce it by 20%. So how can you figure that out? There's 2 ways to do it. So I'd like to see if someone can tell us how to find. Here's the original price. The original price of the shirt, I'll say original price was $24.50. And then the sale price is what? You could call it X, but how are you going to get it? How did you do it? You said if you take 20% of this, right, is how much it's being reduced by? So you did 0.2 times that, figured out what it was, and then subtracted it from the original amount? How many of you did it that way? Anyone do it a different way? That's the more clever way to do it. If something is being discounted by 20%, that's the same as saying it's on sale for 80% of what it was, right? That's the same thing. That's the faster way to do it. Instead of saying, oh, I need to figure out what 20% of this is and then take it away, just figure out what 80% of that is, and that's what you're going to pay for. Understand? Yeah. So I'm going to do this. The sale price is going to be equal to 0.8 times 24.50. Everyone clear? 0.8 is 80%. Do that on your calculator. And that gives you a price, sale price is going to be $19.60. All right, so that's the price that the store wants for it with their discount. Then you got to go in here and plug it into this. Your total will be, I'm going to use the second one, the price you're going to pay for it at the store, 19.60, times 1 plus the sales tax, which is 8.25%, which converted to a decimal creates 0.0825. Put these two together. $1.0825. Just adding, right? And then figure it out. I get 21.217, which if you round this to the nearest cent would be 21.22. So $21.22. And that's the way that I would recommend if you ever trying to do a discount at a store and like figure out how much you're going to pay for something, right? Like today only 30% off. Don't sit there and try and figure out what 30% is and subtract. Just multiply times 0.7. That's how much you're going to pay for it, right? And then add tax. So you have to multiply that by 0.0825 or whatever the tax rate is. I always just multiply it, I always just say like it's about 10%, right? 8%, about 10%. So if something is on sale for 10% off, right? Like let's say you have you're going to buy something that's $100 and it's 10% off today. You're going to pay about $100 because you're going to take $100. I mean, you're going to take 10% off, but then you're going to add 8% for tax. It's going to be almost a wash. It'll be a little less than 100, a little bit, right? So 10% off usually just gets rid of your tax. What's for homework? Well, let's see here. You can do the. I think there's a percent. Let me see. Where is it? Homework. This is page 23. You should be able to do all of 23. Ooh. All of 24. You should be able to do all of page 24. And I think 13 is where we start with this stuff. You can try to do 25, but we won't finish. I mean, we didn't finish. We still need to do that new minus old over old thing. So there may be some problems you can't do in there. But page 23 and 24, put an honest effort in on that. We should be good. See you on Thursday. Have a good day. Yes, beginning of class next time though. Okay? Pardon?
I get in here a little bit because I usually don't work. I leave around 10:30.